What we've been through, I miss you, and you can't lie, you miss me too. If I roll through, but you.
So I'm back with another video. The journey of becoming a mother, a first-time mother, has been kicking my butt, but I am trying to get through it. And I've just been enjoying myself, you know. So I just had my first Mother's Day. Also, I've been vlogging so that I can have memories for my child when he or she is here. So if you want to see my vlogs, go over to my other YouTube channel at where I post my appointments, baby shopping, all the goods. It's basically a family channel. So go over and follow that. But without further more to say,
like, comment, subscribe, turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video.
Today's video is going to be a little bit of a personal opinion towards Aaliyah. It's about time us Aaliyah supporters start speaking the truth on how we feel about Aaliyah, because no, she was not perfect. Did she come off as perfect? Yes, she did, but it was just a character for her fans, her supporters. It wasn't necessarily a real character, a real personality. So therefore, you know, in my opinion, I feel like if you're real, you're gonna see the other side of someone, not just the positive side. Even if they're gone, doesn't matter. But we're gonna be talking about how Aaliyah lived way too fast. Let's get into it. And before we get into it, actually, if you know you're not gonna like this video of me talking about Aaliyah lived way too fast, click off right now. Leave your negative comments to yourself, because at the end of the day, I'm going to speak what I want to speak, whether if it's negative or positive. Aaliyah had a negative side to her life, and you all need to understand that. For the people who do understand that, they're going to talk about it. So if you don't want to hear anyone talking down on Aaliyah, click out right now. Like right now, getting into this video, we're going to speak the truth. First and foremost, I have a list of things that I want to talk about. So the first thing is, we're just going to drop it right on the table, is that the answer to her was her living way too fast. And I believe that very heavily. I think it's like a spiritual thing, or like it's very deep. And I feel like when people live their lives way too fast and they say that they have accomplished everything in life, I feel like something bad happens to them. And this is with Aaliyah. She said she had accomplished her life. She did everything she wanted to do and experience, and she passed away. Now, for a little context, my cousin, she passed away, and I feel like she was living her best life. She didn't want any kids, and she ended up passing away. And it really fits the picture of what I'm trying to say. When people are fully lived to their lives, I feel like they pass on. And when you're unfinished in life and you feel like you haven't accomplished enough, you will be here. You know, you still have to accomplish that. But really, that's just how I feel. I feel like it's a real thing. When you say that you're done with life, like you did everything. Hi, Bella. Bella. You want to see my turtles? If I can show you. Bella, you hear me down here? You hear me down here, big girl? Bella. Bella. Hi, Bella. What you want, girl? I'm trying to film. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like that's a real thing. When people are sincerely accomplished in life, they go faster than others. They're young. And my cousin was young. I personally feel like her living way too fast beyond her means is the reason to her. The best answer you can give anyone who asks about why she had to die so young. Slow down when you're living life. She was doing a lot that most kids shouldn't even go through at that age. Most young adults shouldn't experience at that age. She was moving a little too fast. And the reason why she was is because she had a fast mother. And her mother taught her that. And that's what she learned. And that's what she liked. Everything that ever happened in her life, all the rumors, we're going to call it rumors because not everybody believe it, but all the rumors that was going around about Aaliyah, I think that was her living way too fast, and she shouldn't have experienced none of that, and she would still be here. Ooh. That's dirty. Cut that bullshit off. Annoying as neighbors. So I forgot what I was saying, but one thing for sure and two things for certain, I think that's how you say it. My baby likes apples. Loves apples. So, snack break. I apologize for that last clip. We have some annoying neighbors. They put up playing music on purpose, knowing that our front door is open. Don't do it, because I'm gonna match your energy. It's a beautiful day. I'm just trying to film and make content for y'all. I am 17 weeks. On Saturday, or on Sunday, I'll be 18 weeks, and that will officially make me 5 months. But right now, I'm 4 months. The unfortunate thing about the way she was living her life and how fast she was living her life is that nobody stopped her. And you would think that her father would have stopped her. When you really look at the bigger picture, he allowed it. He let it happen. He let the mother do what she wanted to do with her daughter, right? He could have been like, no, you're not seeing me anymore until you learn to be a lady and be respectful, no matter what your mother says. I just think he gave up too easily. Maybe he dealt with it because of the money. It's always about money, right? As long as your daughter, your kid is making money and they're out there pulling in income, you don't care what they do, right? And she was very spoiled. We know that. It's evident. But no one stopped her. No one. None of the adults, none of her family members. That's the unfortunate part about it. In fact, or theory, she was taught this way. And I say this all the time. A lot of people are like, oh, no, her mother didn't do this. Her mother was innocent and she's grieving. Leave her alone. Honestly, her parents, or her mom, I can't really say her dad. Her dad stayed out of the picture. But her mom was always there. I feel like her mother was teaching her, you have to sleep your way to get what you want, to be to the top, to be treated with respect. But, you know, Aaliyah, she kept it classy, though, because I believe her mom was classy. But just because you're classy doesn't mean you have a hidden character. Her mom had a hidden character. And she taught her daughter that hidden character, and that became Aaliyah. Aaliyah was very out there. I think she was taught that way just by her mother, which is the sickest thing. Like, why would you want a daughter to teach your daughter how to sleep her way to get what she wants and to be successful and to have money? It's really weird, and a lot of people are not going to like the things that I am mentioning, but Aaliyah wasn't an angel. Another good question that I never heard anybody ask or speak about is, have you ever wondered why Aaliyah looked up to her mother so much? Not her dad, not her brother, not any family member, not any friend. She looked up to her mother. Why? And I just really want to make that a separate video, but it's very evident why she looked up to her mother. And like I just said before this, her mother taught her everything. So it would make sense why she wanted to look up to her mother. Did that ever ring a bell in your minds? Why she looked up to her mother so much? Respectfully as this is going to get, this is probably going to be the most disrespectful thing I've said in this video yet. But I feel like her mom, Diane Houghton, was the first bop. And that's the term they use today when you just run through men like it ain't nothing, or you sleep your, well, basically the same difference. You sleep your way to get what you want. You'll do anything for it. She taught her daughter how to be the second bop, and it is what it is. Aaliyah was getting around. A lot of people know. Some people don't want to believe, but it's true. It's right in our face. That's it. That's all. The first bop, Diane Houghton. I even think she cheated on Michael Houghton, and they weren't together secretly throughout like 1 in a Million and up. I think they split. Y'all remember when there was like a little fun fact of Diane saying that she regretted Aaliyah hanging around Kidada? Y'all remember that, right? She regretted letting Kidada babysit Aaliyah. I believe Aaliyah was like 11 and Kidada was like 18, something like that. I don't want to butcher it, but far apart in age, let's just say that. So Diane regretted that. But The biggest question with that is, why was Aaliyah still able to hang out with Kidada? If regret or regretted was the word that Diane used to describe the situation, she was still hanging around that girl. Let's be honest, she was still sleeping over with that girl, hanging out with that girl, traveling with that girl's family and herself, doing all this stuff. And we all know Kidada was messing around with older men as well. So if you regretted this, why did you let your daughter continue to hang out with this adult, basically? This civilized adult. Like, at the end of the day, you really have to ask questions, even if it hurts the situation or the character of an innocent soul. It's the truth. Like, these questions are very relevant, and you can't argue with them. Do y'all ever wonder why, or did y'all ever wonder why Aaliyah was Diane's favorite child? They didn't idolize Rashad like that. Like, I don't know about behind closed doors, but in the spotlight, like, I know Aaliyah was the artist, but still, they could have acknowledged their son like Aaliyah did. Aaliyah still acknowledged her brother. She took him to all the red carpets. But when you would see Diane, like, in an interview with Aaliyah, she would just kiss her, hug her, be all over her. But then when they were with the brother just be standing there with Aaliyah. Not the parents, but Aaliyah. Why was Aaliyah the favorite? Because she was bringing in the money. She was doing what it takes to make her family financially stable. She was a baby bop, a mimic. Like, why was she the favorite? She wouldn't have to do this for me to be proud of her. Y'all remember when Diane said that? What else made you proud? But not only was she the favorite, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, maybe even facts, she was the favorite since birth. We always dreamed of having a beautiful baby girl. Baby girl this, baby girl that. We decided to nickname her baby girl because we really wanted a baby girl. My beautiful baby girl. Never hear them say, and her baby boy, oh my God, he's amazing too. I love my children. No, it was always Aaliyah. Like, I get it. Some people crave to have a daughter. Some people crave to have a son. I want a daughter. But I feel like their intentions weren't pure when it came to wanting a daughter. Clearly, because they didn't let her bop around with so many dudes. Ain't no telling who all she done slept with, respectfully. Like, Aaliyah could have been sleeping with them interviewers to get interviews. Nobody wanted to work with her. Out of nowhere, everybody wanted to work with her. Like I said, it was the plan from day one. I feel like it was the plan from day one to groom her. They wanted a daughter because it's easier to groom a little girl rather than a boy, because men are going to spend on women, especially young women. Older men, they're sick. But when it comes to boys, it's kind of hard. Ain't no woman going to spend no money on no man if you ain't treating her like a queen. But when it comes to a female, they just want to hit, right? You hit and give me what I want, we can come up together. That's what Aaliyah was doing. And I think that they knew that it would be easier to groom a baby girl. Don't it make sense? Like, I'm not just talking out of my ass to be disrespectful. I'm, like, literally trying to solve more than one puzzle. They had it in their minds from day one. We are going to groom this little girl. We're going to sexualize her. We're going to tell her she has sex appeal at the age of 11. And we're going to let her start doing things at a more appropriate age. Well, actually, not even an appropriate age. I think she was 12 when she started doing stuff with her. I don't care. That's when she went to the studio. Ain't no telling what he did to that baby. They started her off young. It was the plan from day one. The grooming. But basically, their family puzzle puts itself together by itself. You don't have to put any puzzles together. It's just something we're redoing. They already did it. We're just redoing it, figuring out what they already know, but what they aren't going to tell you. I keep saying they as if the father is still alive. When I say they, I mean the mother, okay? Even the brother. But their puzzle is already put together. It puts itself together. You just have to open your mind and want to see the real for what it is. I've seen a fast life end sooner than others. Aaliyah said on camera that she doesn't, I swear she said she didn't regret anything. I'm not sure, but she said that if she could do it all again, she would do it again, right? And that she lived a full life. She's satisfied, basically. And that she away. Tell me it ain't real. Aaliyah became a bop just like her mom. She was exactly like her mom. If you want to know what her mom life was, just look at Aaliyah. I feel like you get the same story. It was a comment somebody left under one of my videos, and I wanted to make it its own video, but I'm going to add it to this video. He or she said, you never know what person she would have grown into be. Now, we already seen what person she was. And because of the person that she was being at the time, it didn't get her very far. So we seen what all she could be. There wasn't going to be a future with her being this person, this toxic, poisonous snake. It wasn't going to change. You can't be this vicious character and think that you're going to live to see another day, especially in the industry. Like, it's just the truth. It's real stuff. We've seen the person she's grown into be. She was very mature at a young age. She grew up very fast. So we've seen all she could be, which is why she's not here today. There wasn't going to be a future. Yeah, you never know what person she would have grown into be if she was still alive and here. And there wasn't going to be a here. You know, she just lived too fast. But disturbingly, we've seen the type of person she already was. She had her mind set on who she was being, who she was probably going to become for the rest of her life, especially being in that industry. The person she already was predicted her future in the end of her life. Like, it's real stuff. I speak nothing but real. Like, it is what it is. I'd be lying if I said she didn't do any wrong. Her way of living wasn't going to get her far. I don't think that would get anybody far. You jumping from man to man, doing people dirty. Like I said, we seen what she did to Jay-Z. How many other people did she do that to? That would probably explain why they all turned on her. And it didn't get her far either, the way she was living. Quite frankly, it ended sooner than expected. She was very young. She was only 22. And she experienced and did so much that you can't even wrap your mind around. Like, a lot of people can't even wrap their mind around this. They just are non-believers. She says so herself, she lived a full life with no regrets, I believe. Her parents regretted that. That is guilt at that funeral. They regretted everything they let her do. Everything they taught her to be. It got her in the end. You can't get a life back. And last but not least, advice of the day. Slow down on life. Live life. Stop trying to be something you're not. Stop trying to live beyond your means, because you never know who's going to turn on you. Just because they idolize you and they see you as a baby girl, they see you as an angel, does not mean they won't turn on you. And they turned on her. But this is just a real video, a true video. And like I said, if you are not going to like it, you knew you weren't going to like it, you shouldn't watch, you shouldn't have watched. But at the end of the day, I'm going to speak my mind, because a lot of people appreciate it. And shout out to the people who appreciate it. Also, shout out to the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the subscribers on my vlogging channel. I don't know if you're a part of this channel, but thank you anyways. Go follow my other channel where I'll be vlogging. You can finally see my life. The videos are more for my child anyways, so he can see what young mommy has been doing. So, yeah. But if you want to be included in that, feel free. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this honest video. These honest opinions from me about Aaliyah. And I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.